In today's class, let's start with playbook. Just we can already have a like playbook written myself, and I will try to execute this playbook and show you. After that, let's jump into roles. The first playbook is regarding variables. How to define a variable in in an Ansible playbook. Usually, what we did is in our previous playbooks, directly we were hard coding the things, right? If you want to if you want to install Apache, directly we are saying the package name is Apache. If you want to copy a file, directly we are giving a path. But usually in real time project it will not happen like that. We will be having a separate file called variables. So whatever value you want to give, those value will be hard like given there. Okay, so within the playbook, like how should we define the variables? That is what we are going to see now. So let me get into the Ansible console, like sorry, AWS console. So already I am having two machines, because if we like try to configure now, it will take time. So already I have configured the master slave. So let me start the machines. Okay, I will tell you one thing. Let us assume like you have made a master slave setup, okay, in AWS, and it is working good, and you have like in between you had some other work. So what you will do, you will be stopping the server, and then you will be doing some other work, and later on you will be again you will be starting the instance, and then you will be start like writing the playbook in the master, and you will try to execute it in the slaves, right? If you do like this certain times, like most of the time, it will give a error. Why? Because means usually this like public IP of the slave node, it is not like constant. It is not permanent over the reboot. So it is a dynamic public IP. So usually it will be keep on changing. So what you should do means you should take the new public IP of the slave node, and then you should update the IP in the Ansible inventory file. After that it will work. Maybe you will face this, okay? But in real-time environment, all these public IPs, they are not dynamic, they are static IPs, so you will not face these issues. Got it? At the same time, at any cost, we will not shut down the servers. Always the servers will be up and running. Okay, so let's connect to master instance first, and then let me connect to slave instance. Instances, slave, connect, connect. I will show the difference. So this is master. AM means Ansible master. AS means Ansible slaves. Okay. So now what I will do means I will go to the particular directory sudo slash etc wait sudo vi slash etc Ansible host. Okay. Shift G. I will go to the end of the line. You can see slave one. This is IP. But if you go here to the Ansible in like to the AWS console and click the slave node, you can see here, right, the public IP has been changed. Here it says 13, 235, 238, 57. Ending with 57, but here the public IP is different. Because of this, you will get a error. Whenever you whenever you shut down and you start an instant, usually if you don't if you don't purchase the public IP, it will be keep on changing. We are not going to purchase any public IP, so just update this. And then first thing you want to do is just to do a ping test whether the slave node is accessible. Ansible, Ansible hyphen playbook. Okay, and then sorry, just we are going to do a ping test like Ansible, and then give the group name prod hyphen m ping. Time it will ask. Oh, it's working. Okay, ping test is working. That means everything is good. So what I will do means I have created an Ansible directory already. So already I have a file called variable. So what I will do means I will vi this file and show you what I have did. So actually, as we all know, the Ansible playbook, it starts with three hyphens, and then we are defining the host, and then we are saying become a root, become is equal to yes, and then we are giving the name, understanding Ansible variable, and then we are defining a variable where we are under variables, we are saying greetings, we are saying hello everyone. This is a variable already. This variable will be saved under vars. Okay, this particular module will save this variable, and then we are calling this variable in some other part of the playbook. Let us assume here we are like what we are doing is task. We are saying simple Ansible, a simple variable example we are saying, and then debug. Actually, debug, it is a module where it can retrieve the values which is stored under the variable. So here we are not doing anything. Actually, we are not giving hello everyone. We are saying we are actually calling this variable greetings. So whenever if you want to call a variable, you should put it within the two flower braces. Okay, two flower braces space greetings and then space two flower braces, and then I'm adding a line saying let's learn Ansible variables. Okay, do you have any doubt till here? Because it may looks very simple, but it be like helping you whenever you are writing a big playbooks. Okay, so now what we will do is to execute this playbook. So Ansible hyphen playbook, and then I will say variable. Okay, and then I will check. First of all I will check the syntax hyphen syntax hyphen check. So we don't find any syntax error, and let's try to execute the playbook. It's a gathering fact. You can see Emma. It's gathering fact at the first step. A second step, we are the task is the first step, right? Actually, let me at the playbook you will be understanding. Actually, this is the part where we are defining the variable. So this is the real task, right? So actually it is gathering the facts, and straight away it's going to the task, and you are getting a full output saying hello everyone, let's learn Ansible variables. But here we have not given hello variables, just we have defined the variables, we have called the variable um, uh, which is actually defined as greetings. Usually we will call this greetings as variable and this as a value. Okay, so we are calling this variable and we are fulfilling. You understood, right? How to use the variable. This you take this as a sample. You can use it whenever needed. Got it? Again, another top like another one topic is leftover topic is there. That is loops. How many of you like you are aware about loops? Loops. You might have read loops, right? In any kind of programming language, loop means if you want to run certain kind of thing, like indefinitely, you want to run that again and again. It should go and go on. It should go like it should be going on and on and on. So those kind of things are called as loops. Okay. So you cannot. So if what will like what will happen if there is no loop? You want to again rewrite the script, right? For each case again and again you want to rewrite the script. So if there is any similar situation where like the same thing should be applied to many cases, we will be usually going for a loop. So here the example is we are going to create an user, okay, two users uh, with similar kind of uids, like with a different kind of uids and names. Okay, so let me try to explain you. Always the playbook start with the host name. So we are here, we have given all, so let us change this to prod maybe or else slave one. So usually if you give all, what will happen means I will tell you in real-time environment, under the inventory file, Ansible inventory file, they will be having many groups. If you give all, it will like this playbook will be like it will run in all the servers, and it will definitely create a panic situation. So you should be clearly knowing under you should run this playbook for which group or else for which individual server or else for which groups. Okay, you should not use the word all. Okay, So, and then become equal to yes, become a root, and then name. Creating user with loops. We are going to create a user with loop, and then directly we are going to task. Under the task, we are giving the group. Group is a module to create any kind of group. Okay. Name of the group is I'm giving djobs. Maybe I will change it now. And GID. What is GID? GID means group ID. Okay, I'm giving group ID as 5001, and state means it should be present. So create the group. That is what I'm saying. If I give the state as absent, it will remove this group if at all it's created or if at all it's already there. And then I'm going to create a user. See, here I'm defining the variable. Okay. After that, I will call that variable in the loop. So here we are using the variable. At the same time, we are using the loops as well. Got it? So the again here the module name is user to create the user. So what are the parameters under the user module? First of all, you should give the name of the user. I'm saying item dot name, and then UID. I'm saying item dot UID, and comment item dot comment. So whatever may be the parameter, before the parameter you should specify it as item. Then only it will pick up. Loop will pick up. Okay. And then state. I'm saying yeah, the user should be present. So under the loops, I'm going to create. I'm saying name should be Andrew, and then UID. I'm saying and UID means universal ID. Okay, user ID. So every user will be having a unique ID. So I'm giving some ID, and I'm giving some command. I will show you all these things where it will reflect in the slave node. Okay, just to understand the playbook now. And then group. I'm saying this user Andrew should be part of the DGOps group which we have already created. And then a second user we are saying second user should be Vaishnavi, and we have giving one UID to her, and comment is she is a DevOps engineer, and group we are saying this Vaishnavi also should be part of this DGOps groups. Okay, got it? Do you have any question on this place? Anybody? Any doubt till here? It's clear, right? So what I will do means, so already yesterday I tried this one. So now what I will do means I will make some minor changes. I will say prod. Okay. And the group name I will change. I will change the group name to June batch. Okay. And the GID I will change it as 505. Okay. All other thing I will be making it as same. Name I will give as Nirmal. Okay. And then in the year UID I will tell it's already 1005, right? I will say 1008, and you should be the part of which group? You should be an DevOps engineer. So I'll say DevOps engineer. Okay. And then you should be part of which group? We are going to create a group called June batch. So you should be part of June batch group. And then name I will say Bindu. And then her UID should be something like 1009. And then she should be a DevOps engineer. DevOps engineer. And then I'm saying our group should be June batch. So spellings are correct, right? June batch, JUNEBATCH. So everything is looking good, and I am closing the playbook. So let us check for the syntax initially. Ansible hyphen playbook, and then the playbook name is loops, and then I am saying check the syntax. Syntax hyphen check. So syntax is good. Let's try to run the playbook. It's gathering the fact. Yeah, yeah. Everything is good. So it is saying gathering the fact it has created the group in slave 1 and created new users, and the new users are part of June batch. Let us check it. How to check that? Let us take this Nirmal and Bindu. We are in slave now. Go here, ID Nirmal. See, it has been created. We have given the UID for a Nirmal as 1008, right? And he should be part of which group? June batch. And what is the ID for that group? 505. It is there. And then Bindu, ID Bindu. She is also got created. So we have a configuration file to check it out. This, the file name is called /etc/password for all the users. So you can see here, right? And you can see the comment as well, which I have given. DevOps engineer I have set while creating. So it has created. So there is a uh, configuration file to check the group as well. So this group it is created here. June batch we said and 505 and DigiOps. Now you understood, right? How to use both variables and loops in Ansible. Okay. So these kind of things will definitely help you. So we have seen nearly, I think, more than 10, 15 playbooks. Everything is real-time playbooks. So I have added this latest two playbooks as well to the list. You can see them in the Google Drive. Got it? Any doubt here till here? Happy? Okay. So I think we don't have any doubt. So let's jump into the important topic. So this is like a gem. Ansible role. It is a gem. It is like a gem in the hat. So you have created a hat, you have did everything. So at last, if you keep a gem in the hat, the whole hat will be looking good, right? In the same way, Ansible role, it is a keystone kind of thing. It's very important. So let's try to understand what is Ansible role. So already we know playbooks. We have learned playbooks. We know how to execute the playbook. We know how to configure a master and slave concept. But in this case, so we are able to achieve everything whatever is needed, right? So then why we need rules? Why we need roles in Ansible? So that is what we are going to understand. So mainly Ansible roles, it is used to integrate more than one playbook. See, if you want to integrate more than one playbook and make it function as a solo playbook, then the roles are needed. Okay. At the same time, if you want to reuse certain kind of playbooks, then you want Ansible roles. So in your organization, once you join into DevOps role, you will be like many playbooks you will be often reusing them. So the very easy things to reuse the playbook is Ansible role. Using Ansible role, easily we can reuse the playbook. So I have given some definitions and Ansible roles. Let's read out this. It says roles provides a framework for fully independent or interdependent collections of files, tasks, templates, variables, and modules. The role is the primary mechanism for breaking a playbook into multiple files. Okay, so if at all if you are writing a complex playbook, like after writing the complex playbook, you are staying in that organization for some period of time, and then you are quitting that organization, and then some other engineer coming into your like replacing you. So if you are writing a complex playbook, then he cannot understand the like it's not possible for him to understand. So, like using Ansible playbook, like Ansible rules, what we are doing is we are bisectioning the playbook into multiple parts and making it as simple so that anybody can understand. At the same time, the playbook can be reused. Okay, so that is what this point is saying. The role is a primary mechanism for breaking the playbook into multiple files. This simplifies writing complex playbooks and makes them easier to reuse. Breaking of the playbooks allow you to break the playbook into reusable component. So this actually this definition is looking very good. So just to have a just try to keep this as keep this definition in mind. If any if a interviewer asks you what is roles, you can give this as an answer. And then Ansible role or collection of playbooks. So you got it right. So usually the playbook will be consist of these many kind of components. It will be having something called task, handlers, libraries, files, templates, variables, defaults, and meta. Okay, now what I will do means, before seeing what are these, what is default, what it will contain, what variables, so what are task files. So before seeing all this, what I'm thinking is that directly we will jump in and we will try to create a role. Okay, so let us like go to the master node. Now we are into the master node. Usually roles will be, you should create, you cannot create a role wherever needed. There is a specified path where you should create the role. Okay, slash etc slash ansible. Under ansible you will be having many things, right? Usually here where the like host files are there, usually the inventory file. So you have another directory called roles, so get into the directory. So this actually, this particular directory roles, I have not created it. When you install ansible, it will be part of that. Okay, go into roles and then clear the screen. QLL list out, nothing is there. So there is a command to create a role. I will say Ansible hyphen galaxy init, give the role name. What I will give the role name as web app. Okay, Ansible hyphen galaxy init web app. So I think it needed sudo prolix, maybe hit enter. It's saying role web app was created successfully. So if you go in, if you do LL now, you will have a directory called web app. You can ask me simply by giving mkdir command, you can create this directory. What is the use of, what is the necessity of using Ansible hyphen galaxy? This command, okay, I will show you. If you go under web app, not only it has created web app, so the web app is the name you have given for this particular role. If you go inside web app, you can see multiple directories. It has created. So inside this inside this directories, you will have multiple files as well. So it has it has created a tree structure of it has created multiple directories. Inside directories, it has created directories and some important files as well. Okay, so to see all these things in a clear manner, what I will do is, there is a command called tree. Okay, tree, like you web app, usually should not come. Why? Because means it's not installed. Let us try to install sudo apt-get install tree. Okay, got installed. Now let us issue the command tree web app. See, usually tree command, it is used to see the directory structure of anywhere, not only in roles. If at all you want to see the directory structure of an application, you can use this command. So what it is there? So I will try to explain to you. So web app, this is a role. Under web app, we are having something called readme.md file. Usually this file will be, whenever, even though when you are creating a Git repository also, there will be a file called readme file. So this file will be containing all the metadata about the roles. Okay, and then you have something called defaults. Under defaults, you will have something called main.yaml. Okay, usually this defaults, it will be containing all the variables. If you want to define any variable in the playbook, better you can define here under defaults. If you define under defaults, you no need to give any path. So let us assume you are saying environment equal to production. You can define in main.yaml under a defaults, and then directly you can call the variable environment in the playbook. So it will you no need to actually tell the playbook where this particular variable is there. It will directly fetch from here. And there is something called files. You might have you may be remembering, right, when we wrote a playbook to run a Docker container using Docker file. What we did in the master direct, actually in the master node, we kept many files. That is like a Docker container file. Do you remember Docker file? Actually, we wrote a Docker file and we kept the Docker file under Docker directory, and then index1.html file. Actually, we wrote and then we kept the file in the directory. See, I will show you. Actually, if you forgot, maybe just a minute. Yeah, can you see here? We created one, and then we are saying sources. This is a place. Docker file is there. This is the destination. Actually we told all these kind of things, right? We created this file. See, when you are using role, you no need to give the source and destination. You no need to give the exact location. Like simply you can say Docker file, and destination you can say it should be in this path. So if you should keep the file under files. What are the kind of dependency files are there? Any kind of config files, or else a Docker compose file, or else Docker file should be kept here. You no need to give the absolute path. Automatically playbook will pick it up from files. Got it? On handlers, this kind of what is called as handlers. So this handlers, it is a main portion of the roles. What it will do means, it is a kind of if statement kind of thing. It is called as handler. See, if at all, I will tell you an example. You may be telling your maybe friend or somebody else. You may be telling, see, if you do this, then I will do that. If you give me this, and then I will do something for you. So like a kind of give and take policy. So you can mention somewhere in your playbook, if anything changes in this particular config file, then you restart the service. If there is no change in the config file, then don't restart the service. So usually if there is any change in the config file of application, definitely there should be definitely um, usually we need a kind of restart. Then only the change which we made in the config file will be reflecting in the application. So in this case we will be mentioning this kind of if statement kind of thing is there, no? So these kind of things we will be mentioning in handlers, and something called meta. So what this meta will be containing means, inside meta you will be mentioning many things about yourself, like who is the author of this playbook. Okay, and then what is his designation, what is the version of this roles. Okay, and then like these roles will be compatible in which kind of application. So these roles will be running in which kind of OS level, like OS version. So all these kind of things you will be writing. Usually, like if you buy a mixie or a grinder, you will be in a manual. You will be having certain things. No? You should plug this in 5 volt switch unit. Okay, you should have definitely you should add a stabilizer. What are the things you should do and you should not do. So where are the things it will be applicable and it will not be applicable. So all these kind of things will be coming under meta. And then task is the area where the main playbook will be kept. Okay, at the same time you can see here guys, under all the files, under all the folders, there will be a file called main.yaml file. For information, at any cost you should not delete any of this. If you are not using, you leave it. We are not going to use everything, but whichever thing you are not using, don't care, don't delete it. At the same time, you should not delete this main.yaml file. It's a very important file. Okay. So under task, you will be defining all the main playbook concepts will be mentioned here. Okay. And then templates. So templates means it is a kind of Jinja 2 templates we'll be using here. So if you want to give any kind of template to the roles, how this actually the playbook should look, this kind of things, it will be stored in template. Maybe for today's class we are not going to like look into template. All other things we'll be seeing. And then this is called, see, you have something called test. Under test you have called something called inventory. So under this inventory you can mention all the server names, whichever server this role have to be executed. You can group the server into one group. You can give the let us assume you have some 4 servers, slave 1, slave 2, and slave 3. You can group this all these servers as web servers. You can give the group name as web server or else nginx servers, like that. Okay, and then vars. Here also vars also it will be contain variables. Then you may be having a question. See, default is also having the variable, and vars is also variable having the variable. Then what is the use? Okay, so let us assume if default is also having a variable, Okay, a variable is defined, and in very under the variable directory also variable is defined. What it will happen means it will not create a conflict. In this case, what it will be doing is that whichever you have defined under variable, it will be overtaking the default. So if you say here in default you have given environment equal to prod, you have given like this here. Let us say you have given environment equal to saying web server, something like that. Huh? You have given like this. So what the Ansible role will do means it will not take this. It will only take this. Got it? It will take only this because whatever is given from here and here, if it actually the variables will be overriding the things which is given under defaults. Got it? Any doubt till here before writing the roles? Right? No. So anyhow, we will go to the play our slide. So what default says? Default contains default variable of the role. Variables in the default have lower priority, so they are easy to overridden. So that is what we are explaining. Like if we were explaining, right? So in variables which are defined in a default, it will be having lower priority. And then what is vars? That is variables. It contains variables for the roles. Variables in vars have higher priority than variables in default directory. Yeah, we have seen this. And task, it contains a main list of steps to be executed by the roles. So we can say task is the heart. It is heart of the complete roles. There only you will be having the main playbook which is going to execute the complete thing. You can say in complete role, you can say task is a engine. Okay, and then files. File contains files which we want to be copied to the remote host. We do not need to specify the path of the source stored in this directory. Got it? Just if you give the file name, it's enough. And then templates, it contains file templates which supports modifications from the roles. We use the Jinja 2 template language for creating templates. Okay, usually templates, if you add templates, it will make your roles as a dynamic one. Easily we can make the playbook as dynamic one. To write this, definitely you need to know Jinja 2 or Jinja 3. So okay, so later when time permits we will see this. As of now we are not going to see templates, because if you want to see templates, then we should read Jinja 2. Okay. And then meta contains metadata of roles like an author, support, platform, and dependencies. I told you, right? About the it will contain all the general information about the roles. And handlers. Handlers contains handlers which can be invoked by notification, directives, and are associated with service. Meaning is that you can give a notification, as I told you already, like if statement. You can actually specify in the task, if at all there is a change in the config file, then notify the handler to start the service. Got it? You can say something like that. And then we can create a role. These are the steps already we have given. And so we should go inside slash etc ansible roles, and then we should give ansible hyphen galaxy hyphen help. If you give, it will list out all the things. Let me show you that. If I say ansible hyphen galaxy hyphen help, it is going to list out what are the things, other operations you can perform. Okay. And then we have created. So there are two things actually. If you give init and web, like role name, that is where we have given web app. In our case, if you give like this, it will create. If you want to keep this roles as offline, you don't want to get in touch with Ansible Galaxy. Already I have shown you something called galaxy.ansible.com, where all kind of roles you can find there. I will show you in detail. Okay. Sudo apt get install tree. I have installed and I have showed you this. Got it? And then next slide, it says we have seen this as well. We have created and we have seen. So before going to quiz, we want to create a role. So what I have did is for you. So you no need to worry on this part. Anyhow, we are going to create a role now, but at the same time, I have given all the things step by step. Okay, and already it is there in our drive. So you should not miss any of the step just to do how it is given here. Then only you will get it. Once after getting familiarizing, and then you can change many things according to your wish. Got it? Any doubt till here, people? Clear, right? So okay, let's try to write the roles. So already we have created a role, right? So now what we will do means we will go to the server. Okay, I am under roles. So there is a you have something called web app is our role name. Go inside that. There you will have something called task. So initially we will write the main playbook. So our intention here is we are going to install the Apache 2. Okay, in the remote host. So before that, we need the configuration file for Apache 2 so that we can copy the Apache 2 configuration file from master to slave. So usually in real-time environment, how it will happen means if at all like they want to install Apache or any kind of middleware softwares or else web servers, they will be copying the configuration file from master to slave. Okay, so at present we don't have the configuration file. So what can we do? What I'm planning to do is that I'm going to install manually the Apache 2 in the master node. Okay, so that we will get the configuration file. I will try to push this configuration file to slave node. Got it? So I will say sudo apt-get install Apache 2. Guys, if you are not clear, please let me know what I'm speaking. I'm installing Apache in a master node. Why? Because means I want to actually get the configuration files so that I can show you the real-time situations. So usually where the configuration files of Apache will be there means it will be under /etc /Apache Apache 2 and then Apache. Actually, if you go here, you can see we'll have the configuration file called apache2.conf. So this file we can move it to slave node, not issue. Now let's go to /etc/ansible/roles web app. This is our role name. Under that we should go to task. To go to task, under task you will be having only one file called main.yaml. So what I will do is sudo vi main.yaml and then I will try to, so they are saying task file for Apache. I will try to start writing the code. Okay, so I say include install dot yaml. So and then I'm saying just listen what I'm doing and then I will explain. Include config.yaml and then I say include service.yaml. What I'm saying is that this particular main.yaml file, this is the main file actually. Only this file will be executing. This file will be executing. So what are the dependencies this file will be having? Indirectly, Ansible will pull all the dependencies. Got it? So I'm saying include this all this file. Where are these files? We are going to create these files. So I'm saying install.yml file. I'm asking the Ansible to include this file and then include config file and include service file. Okay. Now let us say one quick. Now what I will be doing means I will be creating the files. Vi. What is the first file name? Install dot yml. We should be careful with the spellings. If we give something like any wrong spelling, then it is not going to work for us. So I'm giving a 3 slash starting, and then I'm saying installing Apache 2. Got it? And then I'm going to install Apache 2. Herman, what is a module to install Apache 2? So name I'm giving install Apache 2. What is a module? apt. Forgot. Name of the package Apache 2, and then state it should be latest one, right? I'm saying it should be a latest one. And then I'm ending the playbook with 3 dots. Okay, what we have given in install YAML, we are not given the complete playbook. We are actually, as we have seen already, we are bisecting the playbook. We are making the playbook into minor parts. So name, we are saying installing Apache, and then module is Apache apt, name is Apache 2, got it? And then status latest. Save this file and quit. And then next file sudo vi config.yml, right? Again, we should install the playbook, like initialize the playbook with 3 hyphens. I'm saying configuring Apache 2, configuring apache.config file, apache.conf file, and sending index1.html file. So usually we will do this, right? We'll be sending this index1.html file to the slave, so that only then only we will get the website. Okay. So what are the things we are going to follow now? This name I'm going to say copying apache.conf. Okay, and then I'm going to use copy module to copy the file, copy copy, and then source. The source you no need to give the full path. Simply I will say apache.conf. So still we have not kept this file under the files directory. We will do that. Initially we can complete this, and then destination. Destination I should give the full path. So rather than typing the full path, I'm going to take the destination from here. So destination where, yeah, it is here. I'm going to copy the full path. Copy, then paste. So it will save our time. And then I'm going to say notify. Notify. When you should notify. Restart Apache service. I will explain you this guys. Yeah, don't worry. And then name, saying send index 1.html, where you need to send, using copy module, where you need to send. Source, you don't need to give the full path, just give index 1.html, and then destination you say equal to where html. Right. So in this config part, what we are going is that we have already written a playbook to install Apache 2. Now we are configuring it. So we need the configuration file. So we are going to copy the configuration file to from the master node slave node. Okay. Uh, Master node to slave node. So actually it comes like this. I have missed the F. Apache Actually, what is the name? That's right. Apache.conf. So apache2.conf. Let's check it out. Okay. File name I'm not sure. Let us check it out. It become interactive. System. Server is not responding. But you are able to hear me, right? So let us open the server. Connect. What happened? Ah, cd slash etc slash ansible roles web app under this task. So already we have created a config.file. So sudo rm hyphen r. Since we left in between, so it has created with wrongly. So let us delete that. Here and then cat slash etc slash apache 2 and then under apache 2 cd apache 2. We have something called, yeah, that is correct, apache2.conf. Okay, no problem. So we are going to create something called sudo va config.yml. So already we have told you, right? I have told you. I'm going to copy this from here rather than writing it again. Paste. So now the source, I'm going to say Apache 2, Apache2.conf. Copy from here to there. Now you understood this, right? We are going to copy the source file Apache2.conf from master node to slave node, and then we have not written something called index1.html. We will write. So this index1.html as well, we are going to copy from master to slave node. Got it? So now two things completed. So you can see here under task we have install.yaml and config.yaml. The last one is service.yml sudo vi. Okay. So again starts with three hyphens. Then we are saying starting Apache Apache to service name start Apache 2, and then what is the module to start the service module, and then name of the service Apache 2, and then state. What should be the state? State should be started. I told you, right? It should be in continuous present tense. So these three part we have completed. So next thing is we need to all we need to add all the dependency files. So let us check it once whether everything is correct. Main.yaml. So it should have install.yaml file. We are having install.yaml. Config.yaml. Yeah, we do have that as well. Config.yaml and service.yaml and spelling is also looking good. So whatever needs to be done under task we have already completed. Now let's go on directly back. Clear the screen for your visibility. Give ll. Now let's go into files. Under files we don't have anything now. Now what we will be doing is we will try to copy this particular file slash etc apache to apache2.conf to here. So it's permission denied. So give sudo. Now it will work. It is copied, right? So easily playbook will pick up from here. And then we need to create a file index1.html, right? So already I have given this in the material. I will try to put this rather than writing it again. Paste. Okay. This is also done. This part is done. Oi, what happened? Okay, understood. What is the issue? Since we are into Ansible directory, always we should go with root privilege only. Then only it will work. Okay. Now under files, we are having this. So what are the things we completed? We completed task. We completed files as well. Now let's go to handlers. Okay. So go one directory back. You can see something called handlers here. Go to handlers. The screen. Handlers also will be having a something called main.yaml file. Sudo vi main.yaml file is called handlers. So I am saying the handler. You should be very conscious in the survey. Actually, in the service file, in the config file under task, you said you should restart. That is, you said notify restart Apache service. So you should use the same name here as well, or else it will create a conflict. See here, what you did, you said notify restart Apache service when there is a difference between this file and this file in the slave node you are saying, so it will notify to handlers. Okay, so this name should be similar, restart Apache service, or else handlers will be searching for some other name if you like, if you give the wrong name. So be careful when you are giving this part. So name you should give restart Apache service. Okay, and then service, there is a module to service, the module to start restart any kind of service. Apache to state equal to latest. Got it? So we define handlers as well. Now let us go one directory back, and we have something called meta. Let's go into meta. And again under meta you will be having something called main.yaml. So sudo vi main.yaml. So here everything will be already defined, just you need to change it. Author, who is the author? I will give my name. Main. Description. Role to install and configure Apache 2 in web servers. Okay, company is optional. Maybe you can give your company and say Winslow. Then you can give money things. See, it's saying platform. Under which platform it will work. So this kind of things are sample. If you want, you can comment out this and you can give it. So they are saying name is Fedora. Under Fedora, what kind of version it is? Like it is compatible. This role can be executed. Fedora is a kind of OS, like how we are using Ubuntu. Fedora is a kind of OS. So they are saying you either you can give like this. You can say all, or else we can say version 25, or they are saying sample some platform, means you can give some name. You can give RHEL, and under RHEL what version it will give work. You can say 8 or 9, something like that. Got it? So you can give all those kind of things. This is just for like information purpose. We don't have anything technically to do here. So just I will give my name alone. So I will say write and quit. So what are the things we have completed? We have completed mostly everything. That is default. We have not defined variables, so leave that part. In files, we have worked on files, handlers, meta, task, where's everything is done. Now what I will do means I should call this playbook. To call this playbook, first of all, what I should do means I should go before the rules. I should be under Ansible directory. If I do pwd, I should be here. Here I will be creating a file called sudo vi. I will be saying this file as website.yml. Okay. Under this file, what I will do means I will define everything like first on which OS it should run. I am saying it should run on prod group, and then I am saying become yes, should become as a root, and then directly I am saying roles. Under roles, I am saying web app. This is our role name, right? Web app. So what it will do means you can keep on giving other roles. If you have some other role, you can say like Nginx. Like that, you can keep on say at a time you can call multiple roles as well. Correct. Now, since we are only worried about web app, so we are going to call this role. This is from this file, this website.yaml file. It will call the role. Okay. So cat website.yaml web app. Right. So Ansible hyphen playbook. I will be saying website and hyphen syntax hyphen check. See, it is giving some error. Host here, whatever we have given. Let's modify. Okay. And anybody found out what is the issue? Do you want me to show the error again? Normal, you can see. Straight away it is saying you can find out the error. Read the first line. Hmm. Yes. Meaning is that the spelling is wrong. It should not be role. It should be roles. Secondly, I have given role. So straight away you can find out. Now let us check for the syntax. Everything is looking good. Okay. We can run this playbook. When you run this playbook, website.yaml, under this website.yaml, we have given the role name as web app. It will pick up that particular role and it will execute whatever we have given under the roles. Okay, let us try to execute. Enter. Gathering facts, installing Apache 2. Where we have given this one, installing Apache 2, we have given under task. Under task, we have given one file called install .yaml, right? So it is hitting that file and it is trying to install Apache 2. The completed configuration is done. Everything is done. Good. So let us see this particular server whether it is exposed to the internet. Slave node. So go to security group. No, it is not. So I will edit the inbound route, add rules. I will say all traffic and I will say only IP4, save. Got it? Go to EC2 instance, slave node, copy the IP address, go here, paste it. I will say colon 80. Usually Apache will be on 80 only, right? See, it is installed. Got it? And then I will say index 1.html. We have actually copied this particular application, right? It's working. Got it? Any doubt? This is how the roles work. Is it clear? Nirmal, Bindu, they will ask you many questions, Nirmal, on roles because roles is very important. So just I will tell you what are the things they will ask. Usually, you like many people they don't know all these things. What is default? What is variable? So I have explained you in detail. Just to have a look on all those things, and when you are explaining, explain as if you have worked already for multiple times. Okay. Now you understood the importance of role, right? So mostly 80% of the Ansible work will be done under roles only. They will not put everything under a single playbook. They will bisection the playbook into many part, and then they will be calling it via roles. Got it? So this is how it is working. Roles. I have given everything here. So no need to worry. See what are the things I will tell you. In every up to date, everything has been given in the notes. See, this playbook is there, and then the complete playbook is there, roles is there, and then we have assignments as well. PPTs are actually I have given the PPT as well. Okay. So what else in Ansible? We have covered Ansible vastly, I would say. So it is like nearly like a master course only, I would say, for Ansible. So whatever I can tell you in this level for your understanding, I have given. Okay. So it should be useful to you. Then another thing I will share you on main thing, Galaxy. Already I have shown you something, right? Docs.ansible.com. I might have shown you this, right? DOCSR. Uh, yeah. Docs.ansible.com. Okay, this is the official website of Ansible where you can get everything related to playbooks. See, they have basically actually get start with Ansible. If you go here, understand, see installing Ansible package, something they have given, open in a new link. You can get everything here. What are the installation step? Everything. Okay. So if you go users, start writing a Ansible playbook, learn about modules. Let us see, learn about modules. I have taught you many things, but this is for your reference. So you may get a very unexplored situation in your life, maybe in your career. We, always you should rely on these documents only. Okay, they have given what is indentation, how to give the space. Actually, my way of writing like playbook is different, right? I will not go like this. After service, I will give the name here itself. You might have seen, right? My way of writing because I don't like playbook with lengthy playbook. See, because if you give like this, the playbook will become very lengthy. Number of lines will increase. So it will become messy for somebody else who else is seeing or cross verifying. So I used to give like this. You can give like you can follow my method, or else you can follow this method also. Okay. So like this you can use and then maintenance review community, maintenance responsibility, understand Ansible contributor path. Once you become very much familiar with Ansible, you can contribute here. You can go on, give your own things. Set up your development environment. How to set up. Learn how Ansible works. It will be interesting. So if you want to learn how Ansible architecture work, what is I have explained you, but not everything. I have explained you. What is a module? A module is written on Python, how it works. Still, if you want to explore more, read this. Okay. What are the plugin? What is the inventory? I have spoken many times, right? Inventory. What is inventory? If you want to read, you read. This is how we have defined the groups, right? Web servers, and we have given the server name. They are also saying the same thing. They are giving the sample playbook. Got it? See here, they are actually running the rules, calling the rules like this. Everything you can see here. That is part number one. Part number two is there is something called galaxy.ansible.com. I will not promise you at the day one you will be able to understand everything. Okay, in roles. But this site will be very much useful to you. This is also official website of Ansible. You will not believe Ansible is having more than 5,000 modules. Module means if you want to copy a file, you have copy module. If you want to install something, apt module, like that, many modules are there, right? You, if they have, like Ansible have module for most of the cases, 99% cases you have a module. If at all you want a module for a case which is very unique to your own situation, you can write a module in Python. You should know Python. Okay, you should know Python, and then you should write a module on Python. Okay, so whenever you write a module on Python, and if you're fitting it very much important, you can share to the community and you can become a part of Ansible community as well. Okay, but mostly I'm saying Ansible is having more than 5,000 module. So you just imagine everything will be under that, like everything will be under that, right? So no need to worry about this. So this Ansible docs.ansible.com, it is about how to set up Ansible machine, how it works, and how to write a playbook, on what are the modules are there. It will list out everything. So this is all about this. What is about this galaxy.ansible.com? This galaxy.ansible.com, this is also an open community thing where you will get all the rules. You no need to reinvent the wheel again. So let us see an example. I will take an example of database. Okay, wow. In database, I will say your known one. Okay, say MySQL. Simply I will say MySQL and search collection of sound modules of the database. What I will do means select the, simply I will click this MySQL database. Here you will have something called repo. Can you see here? This is written by some other person. I think this is written by Ansible community, not an individual. Like if you write as a module also, you can post here. You can create a login and you can post here. This has been written by Ansible community itself. So it is something like very kind of reliable thing. So go here repos. See under repos, whatever I have told it is there, right? Plugin is there, meta is there, test is there. Okay, everything is there. GitHub is there, plugin is there. They have written a role. It's looking bit maybe complex maybe for you. So I will take a simple thing. Like I will go to system. I will say Apache 2. Apache 2 and I'll search. There is Ansible role written to install Apache 2. See, this is written by somebody else. You pick somebody else like you and me. Go here, go to the repo. It's showing some error, man. What can I do? What I will, we can say Nginx. Usually it will be there. Most of the thing it will be there. All the things Nginx installation. Custom Nginx. Somebody has written a role. Go to GitHub. You can see all the things. Go to task. Under task, he is having multiple files. The first file you want to see is main.yaml file. Under main.yaml file, he has defined many things how to write. See, he has included certain things like prepare YAML, how we have included, right? Patch YAML, task YAML. Are you understanding, Nirmal? Just what I'm saying is that maybe after getting into company, you may get some kind of difficult situation as well. Just use this. Now you know how, at least you know how to check all those things, right? Definitely you will be able to overcome. So keep a look on these two websites, like galaxy.ansible.com and docs.ansible.com. It's very important. Mostly how I do, I will tell you. If I want to write any roles, I'm not writing from the scratch. I will go here because here people who and all they have written, they have taken it like whatever it is work, actually whatever what are the things it has worked in the live environment. After working only they have given here. இது வேலை செய்து அதான் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. So what I will do means I will pick up this, I will take the reference and I will modify it according to my own environment. so that it will be fail proof. ஓகே. எப்படி மத்தவங்க செய்றாங்க, இந்த மாரி தான் பண்றாங்க ரயில்வேன்மான்ட்டு இட்ஸ் வொர்க்கிங் ஃபார் தெம் மீன்ஸ் இட் ஷுட் வொர்க் ஃபார் யூ அஸ் வெல். So at the same time they are having something, a procedure, it is fail proof. If you are writing something, it should not fail for any cost, right? Got it. So you should take a inspiration from here, and once you wrote a playbook, it will be looking very fresh and good, so that it will be looking very nice, and it will not fail, so that you can get a good name in your project as well. Got it. So have a look on these two things, and then we have another sometime. What I will do means I have actually given Ansible assignments. These assignments are very, 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 very simple assignments. Okay, at least you should complete this, otherwise you will not get an answer in Ansible. After that, I am going to give more assignments based on your performance. If you like completed this assignment, I will give more assignments. Okay, these are very simple assignments. If you don't write like if you don't work on Ansible assignments, writing playbook, definitely Ansible is now going to be a nightmare for you. Okay, never ever you are going to learn Ansible unless and until you practice assignment. Okay, that is part one. And then after completing this assignment, please let me know if you face any issue. Got it? Then let us see quiz. I have taken some quiz for you guys. Yeah, you can answer the quiz one by one. You can read it out, Nirmal. You can lead the quiz session. So what should be the answer? It should be continuous delivery, or continuous integration, or continuous testing, or continuous interventions. They are saying streamlining development and deployment. So which is used to integrate both development and deployment? Correct, you are right. Continuous integration, B is the answer. And then what is a combination of multiple pieces working together to become a automation tool? Ansible only. Okay. And then what are the feature of Ansible? But that is a bit different compared to this. Bindu, you can also contribute. Just to read all the options and give me an answer. What is the answer? Answer is D. Okay, everything is correct. Anyhow, already this is with you guys. Just understand why it's wrong. What does IAC stand for? Correct. And then what is a repository of Ansible roles that can be shared among users and can be directly dropped into a playbook for execution? What is that? Repository of Ansible roles. Module is part of a Ansible role. Repository of Ansible role. Huh? No, Galaxy. Just now we have seen, right? Just now we have seen. Galaxy is a repository of many roles. We are seeing many people have written the role and they have pasted there. Okay. Another thing what you can do is you have written a role and you can push it to GitHub. But you want to save somewhere very safely, you can put in a Galaxy. It will be there forever. That also you can do. 6. How many types of modules in Ansible? This actually two. Okay. One is called core modules, one is called extra modules. What is called core module and what is called extra module? Core module is the module which is inbuilt within the Ansible package. Once you install the package, whichever module you are able to execute, it is called as core module. Extra modules means if you are installing any other extra module by yourself, or else you are writing your own module in Python, then it's called as extra modules. Got it? YAML or file are like any format text with few text of like few sets of rules, just like JSON or XML. True or false. They are saying YAML is similar to JSON or XML. They are asking whether it's true or false. Can be true or false. Cannot be cannot say. Cannot say this option. If it comes, everybody will select cannot say only, right? It's true actually. I told you in first class itself. YAML is similar to JSON. So this JSON and all we will read when we are reading Kubernetes. I will tell you what is JSON and all. Okay, no need to worry. So we are going to read similar like this kind of things. Like we have understood what is a Docker file. We understood what is YAML file. That is Ansible playbook how to write. In upcoming class, you will understand how to write a Ansible compose. Like sorry, not Ansible compose. I'm confusing, a bit confusing. Docker compose files. After Docker compose file, you will be reading how to write an Jenkins file. Okay, like this many files, but they are not programming language. They are simple English language only. Got it? It will become interesting. Class will become interesting. In which language Ansible engine is written? Definitely you should say this answer correctly. In which language? Correct. Appreciated. Okay. What language is Ansible playbook or written in default? Ansible playbook. In which language it is written? Super. Who's that? Bindu. Okay, Bindu. Great. Yamal. Do you have any doubt on this, Nirman? Yamal, you are also going with Yamal, right? Good. The task is a unit action of Ansible. They are saying task is the it is a unit. Okay, in compared to the whole playbook, or else in Ansible they are asking. It's two only, right? In a playbook we are writing multiple tasks, so task is a minor unit, right? It should be yes. Thank you guys for Ansible. Successfully completed Ansible, but we took a lot of time.